just do a little launch. Ready? Put it in boost mode. Ready? Holy, my eyeballs are in the back of my brain. Wow, that is... Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog and welcome to another car review. And today I find myself around Millbrook Proving Ground on the hill circuit, which is going to be amazing, in a new i5 M Touring, M Pro Touring, M60 version, which is even better. So real big horsepower, big torque. Yeah, brand new car, kind of not even out really as such. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm not going to say too much just yet. So if you've got any questions, hit us up in the comment section. But obviously enjoy the drive, and yeah, I'll try and cover everything you want me to. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Look at it, awesome, big range, large range, lots of power. Yeah, it should be really good. And at the end of the day, it's a BMW because the chassis is always good, always fun. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this drive, I'm sure. I've driven the 40 version or the E40 version. This one's basically the maximum spice one, so the M60. And like I say, can't wait to see what it's going to be like. So yeah, watch on and enjoy. So yes, I'm now out in the new BMW i5 Touring M60, which I'm actually quite excited about. Although some people laugh at, you know, EV and EV performance and cars, some of these sporty BMW M-Drive cars are absolutely superb, and so far my drives of those cars have been very impressive. Well, this M60 one is basically a 593 horsepower with loads of torque, absolute monster, and it's a Touring, so it can be really useful, I suppose, and very useful for daily use. And I just want to see how good this car is. I'm going to, like I say, review it in isolation, thinking more about its dynamic performance with a little bit of, you know, how good it can be as a daily car. But yeah, so far I've been out in the car, but this is the time I'm going to really give it a push. I'm taking it around the Millbrook Proving Ground on the hill climb, which is a really tricky, undulating, hilly kind of track course. And like I say, I've got this full electric vehicle from BMW UK, and it's basically 593 horsepower, large battery pack that has a range a little bit less than something like the E40. It has a range of like about 495 kilometers, which is a bit, I think it's circa 300 miles. So it's got a decent amount of range. In general, it's going to always do somewhere there or thereabouts of, let's say, 250. But knowing BMW, you do tend to be able to get close to the full range. That's what I've certainly noticed on my drives with the full electric cars from their range. So I'm really intrigued and excited to see how good this car really can be, but more importantly, how dynamic it feels. The E40 was a very, very impressive car, but this is meant to be, I think, a little bit more dynamic. I think the fact that you've got a steering wheel that has a, like I say, this little red tape, this race car red tape on it, which almost feels a bit excessive for a electric car, but I suppose, is it too excessive? So, well, let's have a look. First corner, first real testing corner. Oh, they've given it a little bit of play, which is nice. And it's also got this little paddle on the front, which has got this boost mode, which will allow you to put it into full power mode for an extra boosted amount of time. I'll put everything on in the bio and also sometimes on the screen. Let's show it some corners. It's really fun, actually. It's friggin' fast as well. Right, another little little twisty hairpin. Let's push it. Oh, it's gripping, I tell you. Like I say, considering it's a big, long vehicle, it has got a great chassis. You can get to really quick speeds, trim off the speed with the brakes. Really nice brakes, nice pedal feel. You can get really nice controllable modulation underfoot. And using that whole near 600 horsepower performance is interesting yet very usable power, I have to say. It's most other cars that you'd think that have anywhere near 600 horsepower, you put your foot down and you kind of hold on for dear life, hoping that it's not going to spit you out into the next available tree, hedge or barrier. But this, I have to say, is really quite usable. And I haven't even put it in boost mode yet, but I'm going to. But the chassis and the suspension is really controlled. Not too sporty, not too stiff, but it's definitely stiffer than the E40 model version. So if you want the more sportier, beastie version, this definitely is it. Well, this is, like I say, this obviously starts life at a lot more money. I say a lot more money, not an insane amount more money. It's, I think that one's circa £80,000. This one starts life at 99,000 with some choice additional optionals. You can get these up to nearly 130. This one here is 122,000, which, yes, it is an expensive car, but at the end of the day, it's a 600 horsepower or near 600 horsepower sports tourer, you know, estate that can take loads and loads of equipment for you. Let's just do a little launch. Ready? Put it in boost mode. Ready? Holy, my eyeballs are in the back of my brain. Wow, that is some performance, I tell you. I believe 0 to 60 is 3.4 seconds, which is just insane. I wouldn't be surprised again with BMW if that was a little bit quicker. But yeah, I'm just going to check those tech specs, but my goodness, the speed and pace of that is unbelievable. But yeah, really, really, really impressive. So yeah, 0 to 60, I correct myself, is actually 3.9 seconds, but I've been in a few EV BMWs that say 3.9, and they are more nearer to what I've said, about 3.4. That definitely feels quicker than 3.9, and I'm not saying 3.9 doesn't feel quick, but for me, there's no doubt that's quicker than 3.9. That, from my butt dyno from being in a lot of cars, I'd definitely say that's mid threes all day long, maybe a micro fraction better, but yeah, that's really, really quick. But anyway, enough talking about that. Again, let's feel what the brakes feel like. They feel really, really good. Regen, you can have kind of adaptive regen on. You can have like where it kind of is a lot more stronger on the regen. You just got to go into the sub menus. Performance or kit wise, like I say again, when you put some nice options on here, and even if you don't, this has a lot of standard kit. Again, links in the bio to everything, and this car as well. But it's a lovely place to be. It's got these really nice bucket seats, figure hugging bucket seats, and it feels comfortable at all times. The suspension doesn't feel crashy and nervous. It feels really quite accomplished, and the brakes are lovely. Like I say, you can really modulate it nicely. But let's just push it on again, attack these apexes, and see what it's like around this lovely hairpin turn. Let's just let these cars gap us a little bit so we can kind of have a bit more of a nice little push. Here we go. Big heavy rear wheel drive EV. Look at the chassis. Honestly, BMW, wow, what an absolute weapon of a car. Lovely chassis, guys, lovely chassis, proper sporty, genuinely more akin to the M cars anyway. It is an M60, so I suppose it is like a full-blooded M in many respects, but wow, what an absolute great chassis this has on it. Again, heavy EV, almost would think that it shouldn't be able to do what it does, but it does. And as always, I'm always very, very impressed with a BMW chassis. So yeah, what's more to say? Well, again, like I said before, hit us up in the comment section if you've got any specific questions you want to ask us. I do want to, more than anything, kind of concentrate on the dynamic drive, so how the braking feels, how the chassis feels, steering as well. So let's talk about steering a little bit. The steering, like most EVs and even BMW BEVs, are, yes, the steering is you can feel it's electronically assisted, and it's quite assisted, and it's maybe a minuscule bit lighter than I would like, but I think most EVs have that. But that being said, this still has a very nice positive, relatively stiff rack. It's not too loosey-goosey. I'll show you now. Steering response is really, really good. You do get a little bit of roll from the suspension. They've had to keep it, you know, in between, I suppose, safe for all kind of users. But let's give it a little nail on this. And you'll hear the audible change. I just gave it a little bit of boost mode as well on this left paddle just in front of the steering wheel. But wow, it is incredible, I have to say. Absolutely incredible. It is a brilliant bit of kit, a really, really good bit of kit. So I'm going to now put it into, well, there's loads of different modes. You've got personal mode where you can change it to how you want. You've got expressive, you've got efficient, you've got relax. I'm going to go into sports mode. I can feel the throttle response instantly change up. It has got this active suspension also, so you will feel the suspension feel different as well. If anything, actually, I prefer the way this feels. In the more comfort settings, the car feels lovely and comfortable, don't get me wrong, but you do get a lot, not a lot, but a little bit of body roll. Whereas now, you can feel, and actually, I've got to take back what I said about the steering weight, because it's come on even better now. So we've got a little bit more stiffness, still light, but decently weighty now. And yeah, it's allowing a lot more slip. Traction control's a bit wilder. My goodness, it's quicker. Wow, yeah, no. Do you know what, guys? It was a brilliant car anyway. And then I found sports, and holy crap. Wow, yes. Now this is the mode. This is the mode for me anyway. It's not too stiff. I'd have it in this mode all the time, unless you're really having to get, look at this. Yes. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. This is now one of the best EV sports platform cars I've ever felt. Yes, BMW. Wow. Yeah. Now that is seriously impressive. And yeah, that's more like it. Like I say, there's nothing more else I need to say about the car. The general car is amazing. There's loads of seat room and room for the rear passengers, headroom both and in the feet room. But more than anything, the boot space is incredible, and the general daily ability, if that was even a word, of this car is absolutely incredible. It's got a very Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde character if you want it to be. Comfort is nice and soft, still very quick, but when you put it in sports mode, it unlocks this little almost race car like EV feel to it. Sounds pretty cool as well, this augmented additional sound that it gives and pipes in, but it just takes it to that another level. And I have to say, that is definitely for me the best sports EV in the market now that I have driven. BMW, well done. And I'm going to end it there, guys. If you've got any questions, as always, hit us up in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe. See you again on the next one. Bye for now.